Another quantum cocktail for the silicon-based. Gentleman in the corner, Zix called out, her three primary tentacles working in perfect harmony as she mixed the drink. The bar's anti-grav units hummed softly beneath, the weathered titanium floorboards keeping down oriented in the direction that most of her patrons preferred, regardless of their species' natural gravitational inclinations. The last stop wasn't just any space bar. It was the space bar, the final watering hole, before the great void between galaxies. Situated in a repurposed mining station at the very edge of the Milky Way, it had become legendary among interstellar travelers as the place where you could find anything, or anyone if you waited long enough. Tonight was particularly busy. A group of Arcturian merchants had just docked, their crystalline bodies refracting the bar's ambient lighting into a dazzling display across the walls. At the bar, a retired Terran space marine was deep in conversation with a hyper-intelligent shade of blue from the Horsehead Nebula about the philosophical implications of faster-than-light travel. Zix, the owner of the bar, had inherited it from her parent Pod 3. Solar cycles ago, she had seen it all. Love stories that spanned dimensions, bar fights that temporarily reversed entropy, and business deals that changed the fate of entire star systems. But something about tonight felt different. The door chimed, signaling the arrival of a mysterious figure that made every patron fall silent. It was a chronowalker, a being that existed across multiple time streams. They rarely visited establishments like the Last Stop, as they preferred to observe the universe from outside conventional space-time. "Welcome to the Last Stop," Zix greeted, extending her tentacle. "What can I get for you?" The chronowalker's form shifted fluidly. "I'll have what I'm having tomorrow," they said, hinting at their non-linear existence. "And perhaps a moment of your time, Zix? There's a small matter of a temporal paradox that's about to walk through your door, and I believe you're the only one who can help prevent the unraveling of several local galaxies." With a sigh, Zix reached for her special reserve of pan-galactic gargle blasters, preparing for the challenging night ahead. "Before we address that," she said, "you'll need to start a tab. Saving the universe doesn't exempt you from the house rules." As the chronowalker settled onto a bar stool that adjusted to accommodate their unique form, the buzz of conversation resumed. Temporal paradoxes were not even the strangest thing to happen at the Last Stop this week, reflecting the extraordinary tales that unfolded in this legendary space bar. At a corner table, a group of quantum engineers were engaged in a high-stakes game of five-dimensional poker with a sentient cloud of cosmic dust. The pot was an eclectic mix, including the rights to a small moon, 3 extinct languages, and what appeared to be the original concept of the color yellow. As the engineers played behind the bar, Zix's collection of bottles defied traditional physics. Some contained drinks that existed in multiple states simultaneously, while others held liquids that could only be described in mathematical equations. There was even a bottle of something that claimed to be distilled déjà vu, though no one who ordered it could ever remember if they'd had it before. Just as the chronowalker was explaining an impending temporal crisis, the door chimed again. A pair of identical twins, clearly the same person from different timelines, entered the bar. Zix recognized the paradox immediately. The artificial gravity hiccuped, causing several drinks to float momentarily before crashing back to their tables. The quantum engineer's cards scattered across 6 dimensions, and the sentient cosmic dust cursed in a language that wouldn't be invented for another million years. Zix reached under the bar and pulled out her emergency kit, a collection of tools and substances specifically designed for dealing with reality-threatening events. "Before we fix this," she said to the chronowalker, "will this affect my liquor license? Because I just renewed it across all known and theoretical dimensions, and the paperwork was a nightmare." The chronowalker reassured her that her license would be fine, but suggested stocking up on paradox-proof glasses. Zix nodded, preparing to secure the more volatile bottles as the Last Stop hummed with energy, not just from the anti-grav units, but from the countless stories, secrets, and possibilities that filled every corner of the bar. This was why she loved this place. It wasn't just a bar at the edge of the galaxy, it was a nexus point where anything could happen, and usually did. Where else could you serve drinks to beings from across time and space, mediate disputes between parallel universes, versions of the same person, and save reality itself, all while maintaining a solid 4-star rating? As the temporal anomaly began to materialize near the jukebox, which was currently playing a hit song from 50 years in the future, Zix swiftly reached for her favorite reality-stabilizing shaker. She knew one thing for certain: whatever was about to unfold would certainly make one epic story, and someone would eventually have to settle their tab once it was all said and done. This was the last stop at the edge of everything, a place where the drinks were potent, the tales were bizarre, and the universe's dilemmas could be resolved with just the right blend of cosmic spirits and a compassionate bartender. The Chrono Walker lifted their glass, holding a drink that existed in both the present and beyond, and shared a smile across multiple timelines to yet another intriguing night at the edge of everything. Zix extended all 3 of her tentacles in agreement. Here's to another captivating night. Now about that temporal paradox, but that's a tale for another time, best shared during another evening at the last stop, where the opportunities are limitless, and last call is whenever the universe decides it's time to close.